Everybody, Engineer Coffee here. Welcome back to Mars. Last episode we got a lot done here on this farming complex. I think we are pretty much done. There's probably a little bit of stuff to wrap up, like in this room we need a harvester. Let's go ahead and do a little tour, and then let's go ahead and get working on the next project, which is getting ice to this facility. Alright, so we have this little secondary farm that we built off the side, and it's really just to get the irrigation system down below so we can hold ice, and we have none in here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's nothing going on in here. So I'm thinking we'll probably call this like the seed room, that this is where they grow the plants to get seeds, and that's what this food processor over here will do, and then we'll transfer that over to the main farm. So we've got an airlock out here off screen. I did get this sensor in here, so now it does cycle, closes the door, depressurizes, lets me out, and then I get back on this side of the sensor, and it cycles back the other way, and the door opens, and we're good there. Through here is just this little hallway area. It's kind of dark now that I see it from this side. We need a light in here. I don't think I have any material on this base, though. Yeah, no. I have Gatling ammo. So we'll have to get the lobster or something, get a light in there. Do I have any material on me? No. Okay, well, that's a thing to do. See, I did put the doors on an auto close, so after 1 second, I think they'll close when they're fully open. So that's a thing there. And then over here, yeah, C, actually, right here is convenient. Come in here. I put this curved glass instead of the door to use the air tightness glitch. So then it just stays airtight in here. So we've got, you know, green pressurized. I'm tempted to kind of do this on the rest of them. You guys have to let me know what you guys think. I know it's a little jank, and normally I don't like it, but I feel like it's jank to address the jank of not being able to have it pressurized inside this pressurized room. So we're going to lose oxygen every time we open the door, or we have to depressurize this airlock to get out here, but then that's going to suck air from here into that door anyway, and then I'm going to waste some oxygen. So I feel like that is a decent compromise, is to kind of use this jank to address the jank of not being able to pressurize. So let me know what you guys think. If I should do that on the rest of them, but it definitely would make it a lot easier to plant things in there. Yeah, so I did set up this airlock, but apparently I didn't get a button in here. This room apparently is terrible. So if I close these doors, it should cycle the airlock. So it's closing the hangar doors. It'll suck out all the air in there and then open this door. I can hear it working. There we go. I guess it won't suck out all the air. It'll put the air in. I did put a button on this side at least to get out. So anyway, here's the garage for the Hemet. I did redo up here a little bit just for the alignment. I think the connector was coming down here, which just put the nose of the Hemet way too far forward. So now it backs up right here, and that kind of perfectly aligns up with the hopper on the container, and I think that works pretty good. There is no automation other than that. Just put the connector on there. Let's go ahead and head outside. There we go. Now you can see this airlock cycle once it gets fully open. Alright, well, we're getting solar radiation now. That's fun. So yeah, here's the exterior shell. There's that farm that we started in. We've got a drone pad up here on the roof. There is roof access as well with an airlock. Let's see. This is going to be piping out to the ice field. Got a couple Gatlings on it. We put some O2 farms up at the top here to kind of compensate for some of the air loss if we don't use that curved window jank thing there. All right, then this little room off to the side, I didn't even show it, is just the battery bank. There's just some stacks of batteries with some pipes on it to make it look like they're getting cooled. I should probably stand on this side of the building because I am already getting radiation. And then here is our wind farm here. I ended up taking this row out and extending these truss blocks over because I felt like this guy was way too close to the base, especially when you're looking at the turret here and its line of sight to take care of things like meteors and stuff. It was like aiming way up here, so moved it back. Well, I basically just deleted a row and then built another row on the back side over there. So we still have the same amount of power. It's just a little bit further away. All right, well, there's still probably some little bits of stuff to do on here, but I think the next really big focus we need to do is getting ice. We have an ice field here, and then over there is some ice and silicon. And there's plenty of ice elsewhere for sure. But hopefully we can get what we need out of this ice field. But let's go ahead and drive back. Oop, I think I'm getting solar radiation. Yep. Let's go ahead and drive back to the main base. Well, let's go ahead and back this thing into the dock. I want to go ahead and load this container back into the base. So I have a backup camera that I should probably look at. Let's go ahead and unload the truck. Let's see if this is going to work today. All right, we are disconnected there, and are we disconnected on our... And we are detached on our rotor. Okay, good. Just wanted to double check. All right, it is on a event controller that when that connector connects up, it's supposed to disconnect all this, but I want to make sure before we lift the truck off the ground. Ooh, that's a little scrapey. I should probably reduce that speed coming down. That's okay, that's working. There should be room between. We've tested this before. It just still makes me nervous with the wobbling. Oh yeah, there's some gap there. Okay, sweet. Released and connected, and we're good. Let's go ahead and drive this Hemmet back. I want to get the camper as well. I don't think we need it anymore now that we have a base out there. Seeing the ramp is up on the trailer, that's good. Hopefully we can squeeze under here. I did pick this up and drop it off with the lobster, so I don't know exactly how level this ground is to be able to back in. We're not even clamped to the ground, so hopefully I don't scoot it too far. Yeah, that's going to scoot it, isn't it? It's kind of working. We're going to go with it. Okay, it's on. Let's go ahead and retract these legs. That one. Okay, and we're on. Let's see. We should be able to clamp this guy. Hit number 1. Ooh, a little bit of jostling there, but not bad. Okay. I think we'll just park this in this garage instead of taking it all the way to the main base out there. We have another empty Hemmet here. We should be fine for a little bit. Alright, let's clamp that up so this Hemmet can charge. Probably take this battery off the top now. Don't need that anymore. Let's go ahead and reconnect this guy though, so this guy keeps powered, otherwise he's going to start dropping down. Alright, so I've been doing a lot of work off camera. I got everything organized in here, so all of these containers are filled with material. So we've got all of that. We've got all of our ores and ingots back, well, ingots, I think everything has been processed at this point. Back at the main base. All of these containers are just full with everything that we have raided. I'm going through and we have way too many radio components. I think I might need to just destroy some of those. Got all of our food upstairs. I think I might need to get some more Gatling ammo for some of these. Oh, our refineries have processed some stuff. I think I have taken out all the sorters so they don't really auto-sort anymore. And that's just because I want to be able to access everything from all over the base, so it's not too big of a deal. I should have come up with a better sorting system, but that's okay. Yeah, so you can see light blue is just full. We've got our food. This blue one here is also full. The red one is full. Teal is getting full. There's some empty space. That's the one at the top. This yellow one here is full as well. That's stuck in the robot welder. There's not much I can do about that. This is all the Skeeter factory sorting. I wonder where this medium cargo container is, because I cannot get bottles through it, but I can get this radiation kit through it. I wish I could rename here while they're in here. I wish I could like double click or something and edit the name right there, because trying to find which one is medium cargo container later is going to be fun. Okay, and this can go in there. Okay, we have 8 anti-radiation kits. I thought we had some more. Just needed to connect up to the base to go find them, because we have collected plenty on these unknown signals for sure. Alright, I think I got a plan for what I want to build next, but I need some cargo access. We're going to run this pipe. We're going to run a pipe all the way over to there from here. I think there might be access elsewhere, but I don't want to drill through the wall and depressurize the base, so there we go. And then here we'll just put a cargo access. Probably put a recharge station next to it as well. A refill station. I always want to call these a recharge. Okay, perfect. I think we'll try to build as much... Oh, that's interesting. Wonder where that scrap came from. I wonder if it's from that meteor that hit to the side of the building. I don't have trash cleanup on, so possibly could be that. Or maybe from an apartment clanging around. Hopefully not. Alright, I want to go ahead and just build out here. We're going to build on a separate grid, just so I don't have to mess with continuously adding blocks to our crazy apartment. I got an idea of what we want to build here. We have this ice field over here. There's other ice around. Instead of building a static drill or some type of plunge miner or something, I was trying to come up with some type of building and it just wasn't coming to me. But I saw some concept art online and I think I know what I want to build. So we're going to make a center line here. Actually, that can be our center line. Let's get some wheels on the toolbar. See, all these can go away for now, the interior stuff. I think I've got wheels on like toolbar 8 or something like that, but that's just too far away. And then we're going to need the tank tracks as well. Where is that? There you are. I think we'll use the 2x2s. I think will be the best one to use. Yeah, I'm going to just put these right beside each other. See, is that long enough? Probably not. Let's go a little bit longer. Okay, now we need the left version of a 2x2 short. There we go. 2x2 short. That's what I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that works. And then in between here, like up here, I guess not there. We need to have blocks. We need to do all of them? Probably not. Let's see. Can I... Well, I could finish one wheel. Somebody taught me this trick. Let's get one wheel finished. Probably don't need to do the tire. And then we need a control panel. And then I can apparently take all these wheels and adjust the height because I have one finished. Oh yeah, that totally works. That's awesome. Okay, well, you learn something new every day. Okay, awesome. Now we have all of them lower. That's good. Now hopefully, when I come in here, let's see, I want the right side. Let's not waste all of our hydrogen. There we go. Short 1 by 1. Put that guy in there. Is the wheel gonna spawn? Yes, it is. Now, in theory, we can take this and get some tank treads on here. And of course, we have a storm. Yeah, that's awesome. Basically, we're making a giant Clangscavator. A little different. It's not gonna have like a big giant boom arm or something on it. It's basically just gonna be a driller that can go down and not really up. I think will be the best route to go. We're probably gonna just connect these somehow in here. Let's see, what can we do there? Maybe some beam blocks? So that's about, oh yeah, that's the height of the wheel, so maybe these guys are perfect where they are. So that top wheel runs right there. And then we should probably connect the underside. That one could probably just do these. Alright, our midpoint is here, which means I guess we want a rotor there. Let's see, what do we want on the bottom here? We just put a connector? I guess if we put one of these here, we can have the pipe down below. We get one direction, we don't get both. Is that fine? I guess we could have a connection out the back. It's probably alright. Let's do that. And on top would be an advanced rotor. Yeah, that works. Get that guy welded up before he rolls away. Not much displacement. Oh, we don't get much displacement out of this. I think technically it'll go across. Am I really out of everything? Let's see. Let's grab some interior plate. Let's just get rid of some of this garbage. Okay, that should give us plenty to build from. It's looking a little stubby. I'm wondering if I should have gone one longer. Also have to redo the rotor. I guess I could move the rotor back and like the whole top cab could just be moved. Like we could lift it and move it back onto a pin or something if we needed to. I guess if I added one wheel, it just moves the pivot point back one spot. We'll figure that one out. We'll go with this for now. Alright, so if I bring you over... Yeah, technically that'll go over that. It'll just clip through, but that might be alright. We could maybe just build it that way. Okay, so we got a conveyor back here, so we're gonna have some type of port off the front. Maybe this is how we get in. Oh yeah, okay. So this is almost ground level as a whole block. So we're gonna be able to walk underneath this guy pretty easily. Which means we could just use a ladder, right? We just have a ladder right there and grab on. Yeah, I think that'll be the way to do it. We'll do a ladder up into here. Let's test this out. This should be able to be removed, right? Yes. Let's give us some space to work with here. All right, now how do I want this cab to be? I'm gonna need some storage, but do I just put a large cargo container here? But it would allow us to build around it. I think that's okay, but it's not really what I want to do. I really wish there was a smaller cargo container, like a 2x3 or something, like the size of the jump drive. Would be really good, actually. Yeah, this guy's just so big, and I guess I would need to use the vanilla one to get connecting ports on all the sides. But it's so ugly. This one looks so good. And then what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to put a refinery on this guy. Oh, do we have a meteor? I don't remember hearing the meteor storm warning. Hopefully we didn't do any damage. Hopefully you guys did your jobs. Let's see. Let's get the old school refinery on here because it looks better sideways. Do something like that. Yeah, I can do like that and then I can put yield modules on it. Okay, yeah, something like that. And then maybe we can put a landing pad up here. I guess I didn't really leave myself a port except for right there. and then there's a port on the top, I guess. I guess this would be the place for the connector, right? It's up here. Yeah, we can do like that. And then a drone can come up here on the top and connect up to here. Get a tardigrade. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Now let's figure out the actual front here of what we want to do. Then we can build around the sides and do other stuff, because this is a little... It's a little skinny. We need some stuff on the outside. Maybe just some corridors or something and catwalks. We'll need batteries and all that other stuff as well. Let's use the reinforced for now so we can actually build off of them. Reinforced, and then the corners will go like that. Let's see, we need to come out a little bit further than that, right? Maybe some sorters here would be good. And then is that enough? Let's come out one more before we hinge it. So let's do some piping. I think it'd look cool. We'll get all the colors changed in a bit. I'm in the sun a little bit, aren't I? Getting into the sun. Okay, well, that's going to be fun. I should have built the front over here. We've been in the shade a little bit longer. Oops. Okay, so we want a hinge facing downward, and then let's put a piston on that. Oh yeah, should have welded those hinges up. Oops. So can I move these without power? I think I can if I do these, right? Alright, that's going to take forever. Let's just get a battery on here. Alright, there we go, battery. Now this should be a lot easier. Let's just get this guy up here, where he needs to be. Alright, good enough. Looks like we're just into the exposure now. That kind of sucks. Oops. I guess I should have built this, I guess, further back. Oh, actually, we can just do this. We can rotate this guy. Let's be smart about this. Am I too close to that now? We look to be okay. Maybe I should have spun us the other way around. We are okay, right? Yeah, we're plenty okay. Okay, there we go. Now we can work on this side. That's a lot nicer. But now that I see this, I want to get the drills down one lower. Okay, I think we're going to put like a refill station and stuff in here. Let's do a refill there, and then a cargo access on the other side. That way we can have access for our player when he comes in here. And then we come off these sides, so we'll have to just connect up to there. That's pretty easy. We'll just use corner. Okay, we'll just use some corners there, then we can get into our stuff there. And this guy would come over this way. Let's put pipes in here. There we go, pipes, and then we'll do these sorters. Actually, we can do the other sorters upside down. Yeah, these ones. Let's do these ones upside down like that. Where is the arrow? Arrow is on that side. Okay, one facing there, one there, and then that'll give us a bracket to kind of hold on to. And then that is where the hinge can go. Just probably get that hinge to face as far down as possible. And then that is what the pistons go off of. Pistons, and then we're going to need two hinges. We want this guy to kind of fold up. Alright, then we'll use our cool new looking drills. Let's see. They would go this way. Okay, well never mind on that one. That was a little too rough. We've damaged the voxels? No. Okay, at least we didn't damage the voxels. That makes me happy. Let's go ahead and fix that again. Whoops. Yeah, that's gonna be good. We're just gonna have a big giant row of these. Do we do another? Like, do I do like another one outside of that one? I don't know if I want it that wide or not. I don't know if, like if I do it this wide, can my wheels still get through? I don't know. Ooh!
Fuel critical.
I gotta stop floating so much. Okay, then we can disconnect this guy. We can connect on a hinge part. Okay, there we go. Now we have an armature that can go under there. And then what I was thinking of, is why I put double hinges on here, is we can get this guy to fold up. I do that, and if I turn this guy off, is that going to allow me to bend? Yeah, I was thinking this guy could tuck under there. Actually, I've got a better idea. Okay. Hold the phone. Okay, there we go. It tucks in like that. That is how we should do it. I guess I don't need this one on here, but I feel like I might, in case we want to drill differently. Alright, yep, that's the way. This is the way. So we want to build off of that. Let's see. This is like a really good walkway right here to come out. So I'm wondering if we put a door here. Maybe these should have been T's as well. I guess we've got this to brace off of. Alright, can we get away with something like this, maybe? That'll be some type of bracket to hold this guy up. I think I might want to do these hydrogen tanks on the side. Do need an oxygen tank somewhere, though, too. Or I want to get these guys on, and then I'm thinking of putting a hydrogen engine on here. The engine's on here? They are. Do like that. Yeah, that works. Alright, these guys can come back off now that we got the pipes back on. Alright, now I want to think about some type of cockpit. Let's see. Maybe something like this. Go around. Yeah, if I did something like that, and then do I have... I do not. I need the bay windows. I have all my windows over here, but not the ones I need. We're like full on in the sun, aren't we? Yeah, something like that. And then do we do another half window here? And these guys maybe down like that. Might look better. So we could do like this. Hanging down, which I guess kind of defeats the purpose of having that angle there, but I guess not really. Alright, I'm liking this. This is looking pretty mean. We can walk in here pretty easily, so I guess a door right here would be good. That doesn't leave us a lot of space, though, does it? Almost want to come one forward. Yeah, I think we need to have the door here, which means we need to get rid of some stuff. I guess we can get rid of stuff. Okay, we got all this overhead space here, too. That is an angled piece, though. Do I have to have that connection like that? Let's see, how else can we connect up? We'd connect over to here on the back side of that. Let's see, we have a port there on our engine. We could connect right here. All right, up here we're going to do a cargo box facing this way, so we get access to it on the top. Then we'll put our connector. And then these pipes can go out. All right, these guys can be T's as well, because we are constant need of... Definitely need a double flange. Okay, that gets it to loop back on itself. That's good. And then there's a... Is there a round exhaust port? Ooh, I'm gonna die. Been in the solar radiation too long. Ooh, let's get back over here. Yeah, then there's these exhaust caps that maybe we could cap onto there, or we could put some pipes on or something. Okay, so technically we don't need that port now, which means we could just have that as cargo access for our player. When he comes into here. That would work. Alright, got cargo access there. This does not need to be a conveyor port anymore. It would just be a straight connection. Actually, do we need any of this? We need a vent in here somehow. We need to pressurize this space. Okay, there we go. We can put a vent there. That will work. Oh, we got cargo access there. We'll have a helm, probably, for our cockpit. Alright, yeah, I think we'll have a helm here. For the controls. That's good there. And then we need some way to just seal up these walls. Let's get some doors. Alright, just those? I mean, this thing doesn't really need anything, right? Just a cab with some cargo access and a vent and we should be good. Yeah, that works for me. We do need to get an oxygen tank on here somehow, though. Okay, then we walk out here. We can get some catwalks. And then we can climb up. Maybe we'll go around this? I don't know. Alright, this is coming together a little bit smoother than I thought. I thought we were going to have to, like, extend the wheels and move it and do all sorts of crazy stuff. But this is working out. Let's see, I guess we could probably just crawl up here, right? Just come up like that. Oh, that's right, we can't put things on the side. They really need a stair with a catwalk on the side of it. Because we cannot super grid this block into it, which is frustrating. Like, I feel like we should be able to put this block right here with a stairwell attached to it. Alright, well, I think we'll put the stairs out here then. That'll be fine. Let's see. Continue on with the shell here. We want it to look a little bit nicer than it does. There we go. That's gonna work. Let's do that. This one goes there. And we can get this one. Yeah, that works. And then we can put a catwalk on the side here, like so, with a ladder up here. There we go. Ooh, we can put a ladder down too. Serves no purpose, but sometimes you can just walk out onto the wheel like this. Like if you're, you know, we didn't actually clip through. You walk out onto the tread, which is not unheard of. But we could just put catwalk. There we go. We can come out here to the hinge. So we get on a slope and this thing is impossible to walk on, but it'll look cool. Alright, I'm liking this a lot. It's kind of like a little crab thing going on. Alright, let's finish out this one. Did double railings over here, right? Yeah. Alright, I'm loving it. And then we got pipe here that we can do stuff off of if we need to. Alright, that's really cool. I'm liking this a lot. Let's go ahead and... let's get that helm finished, actually. Okay, why are these not moving? Yeah, I don't understand why these aren't moving. Or yeah, I was thinking these guys could tuck in here like that, but it works much better up on the top. Right, that works. That was my original intent, was to them to be tucked in like that, which we may still do while we're driving around. But it works much better coming up there on the top. But I kind of want to see what we're doing. This is really good. I really like this. This came together really well. This is surprising to me. I did not expect it to go this well. I have been racking my brain on what to do for a while now. And here we are like late in the week, finally recording, and I thought I wasn't going to have any material. So this is good news. There we go. We can replace the plate with other things at some point. That'll be our drone access there. So I guess we don't want these. We might be able to put some other block there, now that I think about it. Yeah, that might be good to have another block. I'm not sure yet. But I'm trying to hide from the sun a little bit. We need H2O2 generators still, and some oxygen tanks. I don't want the O2 generators to run too much. They just need to be on just in case, because we don't want to process all of our ice that we're mining into gas necessarily. Yeah, I think we'll put 2 O2H2 generators like that. That will work. Now that I think about that, that doesn't need to be there. Alright, I'm taking an anti-rad. I don't care. We have 8 of them. I thought we had 12, but we're going to use it. I want to stand in the sun. Okay, there we go. The O2H2 can go there. On top of the engines. That's good. And it's kind of tempting to have... see, if we do the oxygen... see, we could do H2 tanks like this, underside, and then do these lab ones on the top. Let's go back. These tanks, we can get the hydrogen tanks. This is the port, right? Yeah, that's the port right there, and there's a port in the back. So these guys can go right here. That's cooler. We still don't have an oxygen tank, though. Where are we going to stick that thing? Can we do it on the underside? Maybe inside here? Alright, yep. We're going to put an oxygen tank down below, and then we'll plumb up with this inset connector here. Alright, this is the tardigrade pad, so it would be nice to have some type of landing zone to it. There we go. Something like that. Alright, this is working out this is working out really good. I am in love with this. Let's see, we got cargo access there, which means we don't need this port. Which means we could probably just put a cap on it. So you're definitely going to have an antenna on there. And I'm going to leave it without a railing. This is just going to be semi-dangerous to be up here, but you really shouldn't be. It's an automated drone. Alright, well I built all of this access, and then I never built access to get down now. We don't have a way to get out of here. So how do we want to get onto this craft? I was thinking about coming up through the belly, but I didn't really leave myself anything to get up in here now. So I climb up into the underbelly here. Is there any way I could crawl up into the cockpit? Can't really do it without sacrificing the air tightness of it. Yeah, I might be able to come down off the front if I do this right. Let's see, let's get those electrical conduits that I just don't use. Alright, let's see, there is the little right angle conduit down. Yeah, if I do the conduit down there, and then I put the stairs, that'll overhang over there like a fender. We can go one back, actually, can't we? Well, now's when I wish we had an offset ladder. An offset ladder would go really nice, like right there. So I don't really want to come down to the ground like that. That's not gonna work. Alright, I think I may have a solution. We need to get this guy rotated back up now. Let's see. Let's go back in here. Get into our helm. We need to rotate these guys back up. Alright, so the main ones, can we get these guys to go up one? There we go. Actually, that should be enough. And we got a storm coming, of course we do. So if we come up here and we come down, let's get that stairs like I was trying to do. Where's my stuff? There we go. There we go. We have stairs on there, and then this is where we walk out onto it. So here, all we need to do is get some catwalk. Let's see. Let's get a piece like this and a piece like this on the front. Now, in theory, you should be able to just attach this guy on like that. Maybe like this. I wonder if we attach like that and we don't have a railing at all, then it'll slide across it. We can basically just walk up in here. Yeah, that works. Alright, I think I cut the top off. I did, yeah. So I can get in here a lot easier. See if we can rotate all the way around like this, or if that stairs is going to get in the way. We're going to hit that wheel, aren't we? Yeah, we're compressing that wheel. Alright, it was definitely going to work on the one side, but it's not going to work on this side. I don't know what I was thinking. Circles are that way. So we need to come out more than what we are if we're going to do that plan. Okay, here's an idea. Do it like this, and then these guys up like this. And then we do just some upside down catwalks. Probably those, so we can have a little angle on the front. Up here, we don't have a railing, but we get up into here and we could put a door. I guess I'd only need to do one side. I guess I could put the catwalk here, right? Yeah, I don't like that either. Okay, while I was under here though, it did make me think right here. We can get some floodlights. Yeah, these guys face down like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. We'll get some other spotlights on here somewhere to face forward and such. Oh, do I want to put a piece of glass there to see up? Yeah, bridge floorless. We can just get that guy in there. We get a little skylight, plus it still melds into the shape. Okay, I don't really like that access. What other access could we do? You know what? I might be overthinking this. What we could do is when it turns is when we have access. Let's give 270 and let's rotate this guy around. So yeah, if we have it that way, we come down off of here. That's still technically on the wheel. That's kind of cool. But what can we do around here? Yeah, we could have it right here, right? Oh, the transition just doesn't work, though. Oh, please don't hit my new excavator. I haven't even welded it up. Come on. Come on. Okay. Turrets are doing their job. Woo! I think this might work. We can get up here, and we can walk across and get up. Really easily, actually. So I think this will work. We just need to get up to this point. And we're good. So we could just do a different slope, or we could do stairs there. That's kind of tempting there. Let's get this wheel welded up, and I want to see what it's going to look like. It's not the worst clipping. Pretty much stepwise, it's only that. It's not bad. And then we can just step right up here. We could actually adjust the offset. I think I'm at maximum at like 20 millimeters. Okay, I think we got a plan. It's a little awkward getting onto it at a 90 degree, but that works. Alright, let's rotate around and make sure we can actually still do this. We're going to clip through the railings and other things, but... oh no, we're actually going to hit the railings. Oh, that's tragic. Alright, well that's unfortunate. We're going to clip through those, but I think we can just turn them upside down. There we go. That works. Still got steps up. Alright, now that we got the stairs turned upside down, let's give this a shot. I mean, it's Z-clipping through, but that's kind of the... it's kind of what you run into with the wheels. I'm kind of okay with that. There's no way around those. I mean, maybe I could have turned them upside down. I don't know. I must not have any braking force on those, on that rotor, because it is just not coming to a stop. Oh yeah, that doesn't have anything. I'm gonna break the wheel here real quick. All right, this was the right-hand side. Can I get away with this? I don't know if I can get like the wheel in there and actually have it offset. Let's go into it. Actually, let's just weld it up. All right, can I get a wheel to attach here at all? Wait, what? Okay, no, I can't add a wheel. I was wondering if I could get like a 1x1 to face upward, but it would be impossible to build, so we will not do that. Alright, this is making me happy. Now we can get in the center here and figure something out. Let's see, this is the backside, so it has the conveyor that we need to port up. Do we have any type of corridor access here, or do we like make the access go around it? Alright, let's get some turret controllers in here, because I think that's what we're going to need to control this guy. We probably only need one, because I think we'll just have just this and the rotor, and then these guys will just go straight, and then we'll extend the pistons as we need. I think that'll be fine, but let's just put in two to be symmetric. And then right here, I think we'll put the ladder. Do I want a way to cross over to the other side? That works. Actually, we can have corridor underneath here. Now that I think about this. Alright, I like it. We've got a corridor going all the way across. Let's see, we don't need this. Because I'm not going to make it symmetric, because we might need to put in... Actually, do we want to make it symmetric? I probably do. I'm kind of OCD about that stuff. Alright, I need a T there. Can I see, please? There we go. A T, and then we need a T on the other side. Ooh, it is tempting to have something right here to get up into the,
Energy flow.
Maybe I will. Okay, we can walk up here, we can get up to there, and then crawl onto this. Yeah, that works for me. And then we can get a ladder up to there. Okay, there we go. Now it can be straight, and we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, though, real quick. Okay, that fell to the ground, that's fine. And now I'm stuck in a wheel. Okay, there we go. Kind of walk and clip into the wheel, but at least we can get up and down. There's probably no point to doing it to this side, because we'd have to walk over. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it'll be lopsided, but I'm okay with that too. Asymmetry should not be frowned upon. I know it has the railing on it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I'm going to put these on here. We have hydrogen engines, but we definitely need some batteries for this guy. We got one battery in the center. We can fit more for sure. Alright, and then instead of just putting a whole bunch of timers and event controllers and stuff that are full block, which are going to just take up a whole lot of space, let's do a hinge. Yeah, right here, actually. Let's put a battery first. So we need a battery there. We'll probably just line these up with batteries, too. I gotta be able to have access to it to weld up, though. So we're probably gonna just leave that for now, because I can't get much in here with the welding ship. Alright, I think that'll work. Let's get another battery in here. We can weld that up from the underside, actually. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have a hinge right here. This will be like a little mini brain thing if we need to have event controllers and other stuff on there. See, we need the scaffold ladder here, though, so we have a platform to stand on. Alright, well, we still got some stuff on the inside to fill up, but I think we've got a pretty good shell here. Let's get some stuff into the lobster and get this guy welded up. I think it is time. Yeah, I think the lobster is completely empty right now. It is. That's good. It has grinders on it, doesn't it? Alright, we need a lot of components. Let's just get a whole bunch of stuff. And I feel like I'm missing some component that I am not thinking of. Steel tube, construction components. Girders we got, large steel tube we got, motors we got, detectors we don't have an ore detector yet. Power cells, that's what I'm missing. We did not put a survival kit on there, maybe we should have. Yeah, I'm sure we're missing parts. We're probably missing a lot of steel plate, actually. 7,000? That might be enough. Alright, well we got a bunch of it welded up by the welder ship here, and now I guess I got a lot to do by hand, so are we out of interior blocks? I am out of interior plate. Oh, okay. Alright, well we got a lot of it welded up here with the lobster, and now there's just a little bit of stragglers that I gotta weld up. I'll probably move the hinges out of... probably move these hinges out of the way so then I can get in here and weld that. But otherwise we'll just go in and fix it ourselves. Yeah, there's a lot to weld up on the inside here. Alright, before I forget, we need to get a remote control in here. Otherwise we will not be able to drive it from within the cab. Okay, there we go. Remote control block. Let me finish welding up all the rest of this stuff and then I'll come back. Alright, I have been doing some work off camera. I need to get this beacon welded up, but it takes a bunch of radio components, so we'll put that into the lobster. Having some issues trying to get these arms to move properly. I don't know what it is. It's like these two want to conflict. I try to rotate one while one is off or not moving, and it doesn't want to move. I'm thinking we might just eliminate one of the hinges, because I had it, so this guy could fold, you know, a whole 180 and come down to here, but we don't need that if it's going to fold back up on itself here. So I might just take this hinge out completely and move the drills down to there. Which I'm wondering if we could just take this part off and the hinge part off and get that hinge part to connect into there. That might be an option. Alright, but I did get all of this stuff welded up in here and added some more batteries on the sides, and then we've got this hinge back here that I don't have anything on. I was going to put like a small head on there and we could put event controllers and timers and stuff. We'll probably have to grind, you know, this scaffold ladder out of the way. But yeah, that's where we'll put our event controllers and things to control like the arms going back and other things like that. The turret controllers, I don't know if it's going to work. I just was thinking about it. I think you can only control one hinge. So I don't know how to get this hinge to follow with it. Because I don't think I can... maybe I can just turn the torque down on it. That it just moves in unison with that one. That might be a thing to try. What if we take that guy's torque down? Let's go into the cockpit and I'll show you what I did there. So I have a sensor up here on the ore detector. Right there. That when we're in range, kind of here in the door. It should depressurize. We haven't set it up yet. I need to get event controllers. But in theory, it will depressurize so we can come in here. And then I redid this here because the cargo container in the back is not pressurized. So I had to have a wall to clean that up. So I moved the vent here and then just put some pipe works in there to block it off. I think it turned out all right. Got a pretty decent view out the window here. Let's go ahead and get into a little third-person view, and you can kind of see what I'm dealing with here with these hinges. I can move these guys back. That seems to work fine. Then if I try to move this guy at the same time, it like sometimes moves, sometimes doesn't. Seems to be doing better right now, actually. Oh, now it's working because I'm on camera, apparently. Yeah, no, see, like I get to this point and I try to reverse, and it's like the thing gets stuck. It doesn't want to move anymore, and I'm not really sure why, but I also think it's unnecessary. We don't need all of this hinge movement and all this craziness. We're going to get ourselves into trouble that way. These were really supposed to be hinge locks, not on-off. I want to go into the turret controller here. Let's see if we can get this to work or not. We'll use one of the main... no, that's not the azimuth. We need that to be the rotor. And the elevation is going to be one of the mains. But which one's the one that has the power? Okay, there we go. No camera, that's fine. Multiplier, I don't know, let's take it down to a 2 for now, because I don't trust it at all. Available tools, all the drills. Definitely not doing AI, definitely not doing any of that. We're not targeting, so we're all good there. Let's get that turret controller on here. Is that hinge lock? No, that's rotor and reverse, that's on off. We'll definitely need to redo our toolbar. I've got a mess going on here. Let's see, main driven, that one I want, hinge lock, well I got a group. Hinge lock on off, and then we want our turret controller number 3. We want to control. Okay, I can control here. I think I have a limit, which is why I'm hitting it there. Okay, up and down is working with that torque off the other hinge, so that is a thing. Okay, so we can control two at once. We just gotta have all the torque in one arm. Which may be dangerous, I don't know. And then do we want any type of hinge on the other one? I don't know. There we go. We got all of our drills on there, so that's good. That's working. Okay, well that makes me happy. We can come up here and do this. I still think I want to redo those arms, though. Let's actually get back into here. Let's lower it down to the ground. And I'm suddenly worried about the depth of this thing not being able to get as much reach as I was hoping. I mean, it's not fully on the ground, but still. Should we redo it and have another set of hinges on there? But then it might conflict and hit the ore detector. It's definitely going to conflict and hit the ore detector. Yeah, we're only at 39 degrees here on this, but it's not a lot of depth. Alright, so what if we take out this middle chain here? I want to get rid of this
Inventory.
and that.
Inventory.
Oh yeah, I guess I only have one working arm now. Forgot about that. I should have linked them up. Ooh, can I do that actually? Or I wonder if we could get something to merge these guys across. Probably be better on this underside. Like there. Like we could use some conduit or something. Or a ladder might work. I realize we don't have mirrored versions of these. I can't get a symmetric conduit on here. I mean, these ones are symmetric, that's totally fine. Interesting. Let's see, I don't want that one there. I want this one to connect onto there. And then hopefully we can get a merge block in here. Alright, now do I have enough parts? There we go. Now it's merged together. Which means those are merged together, so we can get rid of it now.
Inventory full.
My inventory is full, because of course it is. Okay, there's a little bit of reinforcement with those tubes. Really probably should have decorated those more around this vehicle. I just realized we don't have any piping or anything over here. We have the piping on the inside cab, but we didn't put any out here, which is kind of surprising for me, especially being this industrial. But I guess we didn't really have much of a spot for them. Yeah, that's all right. Let's turn both of these hinges off. And let's... Actually, can we? I don't think it's going to be close enough, right? Oh, it was. Okay, I saw a lot of debris, but now I don't see any voxel damage. I think we're okay. That was violent. Oh, that's not great. It doesn't go all the way back now because of the conduit on there. I really should have put the conduit up one, huh? Oh, it looks so good there, though. Okay, our rotor needs to not have any restrictions here. Unlimited. Unlimited. There we go. I want to make sure we weren't actually conflicting with anything. Might want to speed up that thing, though. It's a little bit... Like, I'm moving my mouse all the way across my desk right now. Well, the rotor definitely works. We got to figure out what we want to do with this hinge here. Yeah, with it not going there, I guess we'll tear that conduit off. Oh well, it looked really nice. But I guess the question now is, do we want to have any type of... Oh. Oops, we didn't attach the other side. We didn't attach that side. Hopefully it'll kind of level out once it gets fully retracted. Then we'll try again. There we go. Now attach you as well. There we go. We are bridged across now, so I guess I don't need those conduits. But do I want to do anything with these drill heads? Is that enough reach? I feel like it's not a lot of reach. Almost thinking we tear it off and we put another piston on here. Do we do a double piston extension off of this one and then our hinge head? That might be the answer. Well, no, because we wouldn't have a bend. We wouldn't have the bend where we want it. Alright, let's just keep that for now. I don't know exactly what we want to do, but let's go ahead and just... Oops. We're gonna fall out of the sky. Sat there and stared at it for too long, trying to debate what to do. Alright, there we go. We can get this guy to tuck back in. Well, let's get into here. And then we can drive this guy back. Yeah, it's weird. It's like it sticks, because now I can't move. I'm moving the mouse, and it is not wanting to move that hinge. Yeah, see, it gets past a sticky point, and then I can actually move it. It's really weird. I have never seen that before. Does it literally, like, get stuck to blocks? Because now I can move it while that hinge is moving. But then it gets to right there, and I cannot... Oh, I can kind of move it. Well, okay. There we go. Nope, now it's stuck again. Now I can't move it. Well, I hope that's enough reach with this piston. I don't know. It feels a little short. And it's got a lot of reach. We're in a large grid, so that might be throwing me off. But, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we feel about it. I guess it's sticking on itself, but I was wondering if we should put maybe a mag plate there to actually stick it. We'll see how it drives around. Okay, there we go. We definitely need some lighting on here, don't we? It is awfully dark. Where could we stick some lighting? Right there? We can place it there, or we can place it there. We can't place it onto the cargo container, which I guess is not too surprising. Alright, we can definitely get some right here. That's good. Should probably replace some of these in this underbelly with stowage or something to get the light. What is giving off light up here? Oh, these spotlights. These are a little redundant. Have the one below and the one above. You know what? That's probably fine. Let's just mess with the settings. How's that with a bunch of intensity turned down? Yeah, that's pretty good. That lights it up pretty well. Which we need to just do something similar with these two lights down here. Large radius, but really low intensity. Helps a lot. Especially with exterior lighting. There we go. Little green lights up there, and then I had lights up here on the drills. Really wish these floodlights could attach on better sticking points on the large grid, but that's alright. It is what it is. Okay, well we'll have to have those lights on a controller. Then when it's folded up, they turn off. I wonder if I should put some searchlights or something on here. Where can I put a searchlight, though? Oh, I really should have turned off idle movement before I welded them up. If I recolor these, does it reset their positions? It does. Good. I figured it would. They work like turrets. I think we are pretty close to done with this thing. At least enough to cut it loose and drop it on the ground. Yeah, I think we're good. I think the only other thing I wanted to do was on the Clangscavator, I turned all of this stuff to the dust variant, and I think I want to do that here. So let's go ahead and turn off, repaint that, and we're just going to repaint the texture, and let's just do all the things and get it dusty. Oh yeah, that looks way better. I love it. Alright, let's go ahead and cut this guy free and hope for the best. Let's see, I should be safe. It should squat down, and it should be 1 block tall. Please. Uh-oh. We're a station. Can we convert you? Right, I'm really scared of this, but we're gonna convert it to a ship and see what happens. Okay, that wasn't so bad. It's actually a little bit more squat to the ground than I thought. Maybe we need more strength on our wheels. I can't get out. And it's rolling away. Okay, we're on a hill. It's rolling away. Alright, remote control. Control. 8. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Didn't roll too far. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. Definitely need more strength on those wheels, though. Oh yeah, the strength is at 6%. That's nothing. Let's go up to 20. Alright, I don't really know what's going on with the tracks being placed where they are. But it's working. It's really dark. I feel like these are really dark treads. Unnecessarily so. Ooh, is it getting to be sunrise? I feel like it's going to be sunrise soon, because we have been at this for a while, getting this all welded up. Alright, then in theory we have ice over here, and it's really low. That's kind of what I wanted to do this, is yeah, it's only 10 meters below us. So I'm pretty sure we can just scrape the surface with this guy and get all of the ice, is the intent. And so I think off of those pipes over there, we're going to put in some silos. We're going to copy the silos. Well, I have them on a blueprint. The silos at the main base will have some ice silos right here at the edge of the field, and then we'll just have a drone carry it over. But yeah, we got this silicon and ice field over here, and the ice is only 25 meters above the ground, so we might be able to reach that too. I'm kind of curious how this guy will like tunnel bore. Alright, well, just in case we fail here, I'm going to do it out here on this ice field, just so we're far enough away from the base that if I screw up the voxels, it's not going to be too annoying or too obvious. yeah, look at that. We've already found the bottom of this ice. It's really thin. It's just thin and long layers on these ice deposits, which is kind of what the motivation for this guy was, is no, we're not going to have to go too deep to get all of this good stuff. I probably should have come at it from the other angle so I could drive backwards, because I can't go forward into the hole, so we might have to switch where we are, but this was a good test. Alright, and then am I fully extended out on my piston? No, I got more to go. That is full extension right there. Well, I'm finally starting to see the cargo box filling up. That's good news. Alright, I'm going to call that a pretty successful first test there. I am happy with that. Let's see, let's get this guy rotated around. Alright, how we doing material? Cargo terminal has some in there. That's weird. Alright, it filled the cargo terminal. It should be filling the large cargo. That's alright. We got 64,000 in our large connector. 512 in our large connector there. And our hydrogen tanks are filling. And our stone is completely gone already, and we have 9k worth of iron. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty successful. Well, definitely a different creation than I thought I was going to do. I thought we were going to have an ice field with some type of static drill platform, but I think this is going to work out a lot better and a lot more fun. Alright, please like and subscribe, and if you got any naming suggestion for this beast, please put it down in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.